In this video, we're going to be learning about a procedural text, and the main goal of the video is to be able to identify the characteristics and organization of a procedural text. Now you need to get out your practice companion book and turn to page 36 to take a look at the writing model.
In writing procedural text, there are things you might know, which are tells how to make or do something, includes directions, or includes a list of materials. And there are things you need to think about, which are what do I want to explain how to make or do, how many steps should I include, and what materials do I need. Pause the video and write these things down.
So what I want you to do now is turn to page 36 in your practice companion book, and I want you to read through the procedural text. I want you to study that model and read through it. As you're reading through, I do want you to write down the answers to these questions that I have right on my screen. First of all, why do you think the author chose to write this procedural text? How can you tell this is a procedural text? For whom do you think the author wrote this? And also, what was the author's purpose in writing this? I want you to write just these answers down. You can label these 1, 2, 3, or 4, and we're going to go over these questions in class. So read through the writing model on page 36, answer these questions, and I want you to do that now.
It is important to know about the characteristics of a good procedural text. The following are some of the characteristics to think about. A good procedural text explains how to make or do something, may include a list of materials that are needed to make something, has numbered steps that tell what to do, describes one part of the process in each step, may include a drawing or diagram, has steps that are ordered so that they follow the exact sequence needed to do or make something. Pause the video and write these characteristics down.
It is important to know that just like any piece that we write, a procedural text does have an organization that we are going to follow. You are going to be using steps that you write out in your pre-writing activity in order to map out the necessary steps in the procedural text. And it's important to know that organizing steps in this way will help communicate your ideas very clear to the reader. And what I want you to do is take a look at that writing model on page 36, and I want you to take a look at those first 6 steps there on page 36. And what I want you to do is write down in your writing journal 1 through 6, and I just want you to basically summarize each of those steps to kind of have you practice what your pre-writing activity will look like. So read through page 36, take a look at those 6 steps, summarize them just very quickly, and then we'll go over these 6 steps in class. So pause the video now. Now, your job when you come to class, I want you to start thinking about ideas for your own procedural text. I want you to jot these ideas down in the section of your writer's notebook, and you're going to be sharing some of your ideas for procedural text with the people in your group. So that concludes the video on how to write a procedural text. I just want to thank Justin and Divya as they were our 2-star guests on today's video. If you have any questions about a procedural text, you may come and talk to me and also Divya or Justin.